Thank you, SwitchPoint, for inviting me to address this incredible conference. This is actually my first time in Saxapahaw. Is that how it's said? It's actually my first time in North Carolina, if you can believe that. Thank you. I did come here. I took a Greyhound once from Tampa to New York, and I guess I passed through here, but that doesn't count. And that was a crazy experience also. So today I'll be talking about how I became an emoji data scientist. And it's something a lot of people want to know about, because when they find out I'm an emoji data scientist, they're like, what is that? And if they're my parents, they want to cry that I didn't become a doctor. No, I'm kidding. But the story of how I became an emoji data scientist is kind of the story of how I went from this. This is me growing up as a nice young boy in Brooklyn, New York, to this. This is me all emojied out, speaking at the world's first ever emoji conference in San Francisco a few years ago. And I think my journey of how I went from that nice young boy to an emoji data scientist is really a journey of how I learned that the skills and abilities I had honed for so many years as a data scientist, I could use those abilities to answer questions, not just questions that my boss gave me or my graduate program gave me, but questions I was genuinely curious about and passionate about. And one of those questions was emojis and what they mean. I think I also got very lucky. I was lucky because most data scientists thought emojis were silly. It's okay if some of you think they are. After this talk, you'll realize emojis are actually pretty exciting. And most of the people who were fascinated by emojis didn't know data science. So I was very lucky to be at this intersection of someone who knew data science and also loved emojis. The journey of how I became an emoji data scientist, I think we have to go a little back and start with how I got into data science, how I got into statistics. I've never done this before, so this is taking a leap, quoting myself in a talk, but this is the past me. I know it's important to cite sources, but this was my statement of purpose for graduate school, and I put a lot of work in this statement of purpose, and I'm very proud of it. I wish I could publish it somewhere. And one of the lines I really like in this statement was, soon data sets, large, unseemly, raw collections of numbers began to tell me their stories. Whether these stories concern demographics, human physiology, or the economy, they shed light on our understanding of the world. I saw firsthand how the language of statistics worked and the immense power it held. Hamdan, Azhar, 2008. And, I was really into